Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Tech Talk. I am your host, Bantu Ndike, and today we are diving deep into the world of technology and innovation, and we're going to be exploring how organizations like Lever Foundation and Emancipate are rolling in the world of ICT. Joining me today in studio are two fantastic guests, Mr. Jackson Chabalala from Lever Foundation and Mr. Dumi Ramonotsi from Emancipate Organization. But right now, we're going to first start with Mr. Chabalala. Sir, welcome to the studio. How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm good, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. If you can tell us and the audiences at home, who is Mr. Chabalala and what organization are you representing today?
Right, name is Jackson, born and raised in Gqeberha. I have a big joy of seeing African development happen. Studied at Nelson Mandela University, currently pursuing an MBA at Henley Business School. And at Lever Foundation, my job is to engage with partners, stakeholders, and our beneficiaries globally. So I'm the Global Engagement Manager for Lever Foundation, and our work really involves empowering and impacting people.
Yes. Awesome, awesome. If you can tell us what inspired the creation of Lever Foundation and what are the core mission that are behind the foundation?
All right, so the creation came really from our co-founders, and our current CEO, Ryan LaRue, was really the driving force behind that when he was thinking about how can we equip people to enter the economy.
Yes.
Especially when we look at the unemployment rate in South Africa, especially around the youth. Is there a way we can teach them entry-level skills to enter the economy and then also equip them with other tools to advance in their work? And really that was the basis of it, that we have to get people involved in the economy, have to get people working so that we can develop the country.
Awesome. And what are the impactful projects that you guys have worked on and currently working on in the ICT sector?
In the ICT sector, our focus has been on our flagship project, Tangible Africa.
Yes.
This is a project in partnership with Nelson Mandela University, and it introduces coding without the use of computers.
Yes.
Now, this allows for learners to learn subjects even though there's no computer or internet or electricity in their school that is relevant for a digital world.
Beautiful. And tell us, how do you see the technology influencing the underprivileged communities?
I think the best way it can influence, firstly, is accessibility to information that they wouldn't have had before. So now, once they know careers such as being a software developer, being a data analyst, being even in the world of AI developer or prompt engineer, they can start pursuing careers in that field because there's a huge demand for them. So there's that, and also just being able to create their own kind of brand using social media and leveraging those things. That's what we've seen really has helped those underserved communities when it comes to the advancement of technology over there.
Oh, wow. And what collaboration role does Lever play in the approach of innovation?
I think without collaboration, we wouldn't get our work done.
Yes.
So, for example, our Tangible project is a partnership engagement project between us and the Nelson Mandela University.
Yes.
Because they have such great educational infrastructure and we can implement that. It's been an amazing collaboration. Even when we talk about Work for a Living, it's a collaboration with Siyasebenza. We run a Work for a Living center. And then organizations such as AWS and Communities and Detroit Agri have actually empowered us to enhance and expand our programs locally and internationally. We've been able to introduce a project from Gqeberha to South Korea, to England, USA, Indonesia, Ireland, Kenya, Ghana, because of collaboration.
Great. And in your experience, what are the challenges that you guys have faced during the time of all these initiatives that you guys are doing?
So our Tangible project, that's where we focus on the tech sector, is about teaching learners coding.
Yes.
And now the coding and robotics curriculum is being gazetted by the Department of Education, and we had to train teachers. Great collaborations with SADTU, NADTU, and SOE, but the teachers sometimes are hesitant or apprehensive to that new information because they maybe graduated 20 years ago.
Yes.
And now they have to learn this new subject. So it's about how do we show them the value of learning something like this and how easy it can be. So that apprehension with teachers or Department of Education saying, no, we want something connected instead of unplugged, we have to navigate around that. But because of the value of our computational thinking and problem-solving solution,
Yes.
they've adopted it, and we've seen that we've been able to impact thousands of teachers across the country and the parts of the world.
Very insightful. You mentioning projects, coding projects, and how do you measure the success of those?
All right, so the measurement of our success is firstly just reaching the learners.
Yeah.
So we want to say, okay, these many learners have been reached because previously they were unreached. But then we have our tangible academy, and we improve their maths marks. We tutor them, and then we see, can they now qualify into university? The amount of teachers that have been trained and the confidence that they have. So for every training that we have done with the unions, we have a pre-assessment and a post-assessment to see the improvement and the acceptance of digital education. So we look at those things, and then of course the last one is to say, what contribution are we making in the economy when we're getting young people to be involved in our project and facilitate the program and get paid for that.
Oh, great. And looking ahead, what future trends do you foresee in the space of technology and social development?
Oh, that's a great question, because I'm actually a humanities graduate. I'm not a sciences graduate. And what everyone's talking about now is the fifth industrial revolution, where the human edge enters, and that's what we're looking at with AI. So there's a lot of talk around AI, and how can you use AI to create specific in-demand educational programs. People from townships can use e-commerce solutions to start their own businesses. So instead of having a spaza shop physically, you can have an online spaza shop. There are ways to get for example, there are ways to get your message out there, your branding out there. You can start being an influencer. People may look down on influencers and laugh at them, but they're making a huge contribution when it comes to knowledge sharing, whether it's about recipes, skincare routines, or ways of advancing technology or leadership. So there's a lot of opportunities that tech is giving, so people don't have to follow the traditional route of work and don't have to follow the traditional route of community support, and can leverage technology to do that.
Great. Mr. Chabala, that's a very insightful info there. We're just going to continue with this conversation just after this ad break. Right about now, please stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We're just going to bring you some more insightful conversations after this. Welcome back to Tech Talk. Now, let's shift our focus to Mr. Tumi Ramanutsi from Emancipate. Tumi, welcome to the show, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, Bantu, for having me. I'm excited to be here. Thanks for all efforts to have me here.
Awesome. Now, let's dive straight into it. Tell us, what is the role and the mission of Emancipate, and how does it align with the current trends in the technology?
Emancipate is a small boutique consulting firm that focuses on consulting and advisory services, specifically aimed at executives primarily and their teams that they lead, enhancing their understanding and also appreciation of technology in general. This could be in government and also private sector.
Awesome. And please explain to us, how does Emancipate supports the entrepreneurs in the tech industry?
I think the tech industry, specifically from a South Africa perspective, is picking up. It was quite slagging in the past few years, but it's quite picking up if you look at trends that are happening specifically in Cape Town and other areas such as Joburg. It's quite picking up. The role that Emancipate is playing in supporting tech entrepreneurs is really around mentorship and the merit of services that we offer. In some cases, some of them are pro bono. In some cases, some of them are charged if it's a well-established business. But it's mentorship, holding of hands of leaders, young entrepreneurs, showing them the ropes, getting them into the right direction to have their product and services.
Fantastic. And can you please explain to us how Emancipate is supporting the entrepreneurs in the tech industry?
Thank you so much, Bantu. The support services, or rather the mentorship program that we provide for tech entrepreneurs, is a 60-day turnaround program that is specifically aimed at tech entrepreneurs, focusing on the life and health of their organization and the life and health of the products and services that they deliver. This is aimed at tech entrepreneurs, it's aimed at tech executives, but also non-tech executives in appreciating technology as a whole.
And tell us, what are the innovative solutions that you guys are currently exploring to face the challenges of entrepreneurs in the tech industry?
Yeah, we specifically tailor-made the program that I was speaking about to address the 5 challenges that tech entrepreneurs face, which include your funding challenges, your financial administration challenges, pitching ideas that tech entrepreneurs have, soliciting, partners, not just financial aiders to the program or services that they're trying to offer. So our solution in terms of the mentoring program that we provide is specifically aimed at addressing those challenges in sort of an incubator to help the tech entrepreneur.
Oh, wow, great. You mentioning the services and the programs that you guys offer. How important it is to have a mentorship in your programs that you guys are offering?
Mentorship is absolutely crucial, Bantu. Throughout life, for any success, specifically, for leaders, you would hear various leaders saying, I had to, agree to a mentorship program. I had to take it upon myself to have some sort of a confidant. So it is also true in the tech space. Mentorship is absolutely important. I mean, if you have the right mentor, your legalities are right. If you have the right mentor, your finances are right. If you have the right mentor, your product and services will be a success.
Oh, wow, great. And tell us, do you have any success stories that you can share with us that highlights the impact of Emancipate's initiatives?
A few success stories, but I'll keep it to one at the moment. Quite an exciting one. I'm still even finalizing the particular project. It's with a fund administrator in the public sector. It was the whole idea specifically of taking non-tech leaders and having them appreciate what technology can do. So we went in, drafted strategy, strengthened their policies, strengthened their cyber posture, strengthened everything as it relates to a blind side for a CEO who did not understand tech but had to appreciate the enormous challenge that comes with AI and technology as a whole. So the fund administrator, we're finalizing that project. It's a big success. The board is happy, the executive is happy, and we're happy.
Wow, that's very insightful there. And tell us, how do you guys foster collaboration among the entrepreneurs in the tech industry and as well as the other stakeholders?
By literally getting involved. I mean, if you look at the 18th annual IT summit that we're about to be part of, it's literally us, reaching out to other tech entrepreneurs. It's us, immersing ourselves in the industry, whether at infancy level, whether at a high level. It's literally, fostering those collaboration, establishing those right relationships, so as to be able not only to give but to also learn from others. So the various platforms that are out there, we are there. In government, we are there. Your various seaters and the main seater, we're quite heavily involved. And literally, that's how we foster relationships.
Beautiful. And what do you consider the biggest challenge for tech startups in our current economic climate?
Absolutely, and I've touched on it because that's what we're trying to address with the tech mentorship program that we have. That is literally around, and unfortunately, we have to say this, that finance and funding would be the last challenge. One of the main challenges is really people getting around. Technology leaders, there's a saying around the tech space that technology people are awkward people. So we're getting them to be in the right space, for them to understand that the product and service is not the be it all. The health of the organization is important. The business has to run, the finances have to run, the proposal has to run before we even get funding, and post funding, the hand holding throughout the process. So a few challenges would be as funding. A few challenges would be, the maturity of the leader, the interpersonal skills, the business skills associated with the specific tech leader.
Oh, great. And yes, indeed, the funding is one of the biggest issue we're currently facing. And now, looking to the future, what trends do you think will shape the entrepreneurship landscape?
Yeah, but I think a big one is not mentioned enough in context, Bantu, and that is what AI is bringing. It's absolutely important to emphasize what artificial intelligence will do. Firstly, to the job market, to how we relate, to how we deliver products and services to various people. So it will not be an office of 100 people. It will be, an office of 10 people. So trends and what AI is doing, machine learning is doing, is absolutely crucial to focus on. The permutation of cybersecurity is also something to look at, specifically in the financial services sector, to look at what cybersecurity challenges we might be facing there, specifically around fraud. Those are the trends really top of the mind that we should be looking at with a keen eye. The last thing that is of concern, really personally to me, is how eventually technology will mix up with health, and permeate the private personal space of people, and that's a big, massive trend that we have to look and monitor quite nicely.
Oh, great. That's very insightful there, Mr. Tumi. We're just going to dash to the ad break right now, and then we're going to come back with more tech discussion with Dr. Tumi. See you after this. Welcome back. You are still watching Tech Talk. Now we're going to continue with our conversation with Mr. Tumi. Mr. Tumi, welcome back.
Thank you so much. I'm still here.
Awesome. Now let's talk about the ICT and let's talk about the involvement with the ICT Summit that's coming up. What does it mean for your organization to be part, or rather being part of initiatives like that?
It's quite a privilege and honor to be part of the 18th annual ICT Summit. We hope a lot from the various exhibition and the various presentations that will be delivered at the summit. We'll also be forming part of some of the presentations. We're just hoping to learn, build relationships, and also see if we can position ourselves as an organization permanently within the happenings of the ICT Summit.
Oh, great. And tell us, how does innovation look like in the future, and the plans with the implementation of technology in the ICT sector?
Innovation is huge, and it's running at a rapid pace. Some of the things I'd be observing, in and around social media, television, some of the things that we suppose would be coming, 5 years, 10 years, they actually are here and predominantly pushed by AI. So innovation is running at a rapid speed. The only challenge, though, is that it's not running at the speed enough to transform government, to transform societies, but in and around, outside of government, it's running so much. So innovation is quite very key. AI is driving innovation. The youth are driving innovation, and innovation does not need money.
Oh, great. And are the resources enough for skills development for youth, especially in AI and robotics?
Resources from a perspective of money will always be a questionable thing, but resources from a perspective of support, I don't think it's enough. Resources from a perspective of skills, it's definitely not enough. If you look at the various reports that come out of government itself, come out of industry, leaders and benchmark organizations. So resources, in my view, in general, whether money, skills, it could be worked on. Yeah, I think.
Great. And just to sneak us through to the ICT Summit, what are some of the issues can we expect to be discussed at the ICT Summit?
I think the ICT Summit is going to be explosive. If we look at the various slots that are running, it's running over 3 days. If I looked at the agenda correctly, with various activities, presentations, exhibitions that will be happening. Some of the topics include your AI, your digital transformation, cybersecurity, leadership as it relates to technology leadership. So the ICT Summit is a brilliant platform for any leader in society who looks to have a perspective around ICT and build their view and build their organization correctly around ICT. I mean, if you're in the East London area, please do join us for the ICT Summit now in November.
Oh, wow. Before I let you go, do you think we've been making enough progress in the development of technology, especially in terms of investment opportunities? Investment opportunities.
There is a missing link between those that are producing the technology that we need and those that are taking it to market. So from a producing of whether we have been producing enough technology, products and services, I would say yes, and it's unidentified. This includes, in fact, the entire of Africa. Small technology, rapid, life-changing technologies. That includes a bit of, electrical engineering and all of those, base level technologies that we learned. So the gap is between those that are producing and those that are taking it to market, and the in between, those challenges that we mentioned earlier around financing, around the skills needed to develop products, around the leadership. So I would say yes, we are producing enough, but it's not out there. It's not on media. But when you look at social media, specifically your video platforms, you'll see that there is immense of technology that is built. I think a few years ago, I was looking at something of a private equity type of a firm to fund young startups. I was mind blown by what is out there. It's just the crafting of these ideas, Bantu.
Very insightfully. Talking of gap, how far do you think we are in bridging the gap between the public sector and the private sector? Can you hear me there, Dr. or rather Mr. Tumi? Doctor, can you hear me there? All right.
Yes, I was can just hear asking, you.
All right. How far do you think we are in terms of bridging the gap between the private sector and the public sector? In terms of bridging the gap between the private sector and the public sector.
Yeah, but in terms of the existing, it will always be a challenge, and this is not only a South African challenge where we have to meet up.
I think we are experiencing some technical issues right there. Mrs. Tumi, are you still on the line? All right. I think that's it from Mr. Tumi Ramonotsi. Unfortunately, that looks like we've lost Mr. Tumi Ramonotsi due to the technical issues. And these are the kind of challenges that we talk about in this show. But that's all that we've got for you tonight. And thank you so much for joining us. Join us again next time as we explore the world of technology and innovation. Until then, stay curious and good night.